Hello, my name is Muencat and welcome to my guide on how to speedrun the towns in the St. Patrick's Day event. In this video I will first explain why you might want to speedrun the towns, and then I will give you my tips and tricks on how to do it. The stuff I go over in this video will make more sense if you are familiar with how the event works, so if you're not, I would recommend getting familiar with it first. But before I begin, please subscribe to this channel. First of all, why would you want to speedrun the towns? The quick answer is more control over the rewards you get. A classic strategy of this event is to play a handful of towns, buying all 6 boxes after 4 of the towns to get the selection kits you need for the main building. An alternative to this is to instead complete a lot of towns for the tasks and pick up the upgrade kits for the main building from grand prizes instead. That means that after a town you don't always open all the boxes. Doing so will cost you more pots of gold for managers, but you will also save pots by not opening all boxes. That means that in the end you will have a decent amount of pots spare, and these you can use as you want for boxes after certain towns. So say you want the Druid Temple from last year, when you get it as an option you can spend pots of gold until you get it, or if it's not an option you can save all your pots until the next town, only opening the free box. So instead of doing 5 towns over the event, you could for example do 10 towns, buy 6 boxes after 2 of these towns when a reward you want is an option, and then across the remaining 8 towns you can spend between 1 and 2,000 pots of gold for whichever boxes and rewards you want. If you're interested, you will find a spreadsheet linked in the description where I go over quite a few different options for how many towns you could complete. Alright, now let's move on to how to actually speedrun the towns. The main thing here is planning. The first thing you need to know is that there are 3 different sets of tasks for the towns. These come in order, which means that every third town will have the same set of tasks. This means you're able to plan ahead for each town, which is crucial for completing them as quickly as possible. In addition to completing towns quickly, you also want to do so efficiently, spending the least amount of pots of gold while still completing as many tasks as possible. For that, I recommend that you complete most but not all of the tasks. I recommend that you skip these tasks for the 3 different towns because they are either too expensive or take too long to complete. By skipping these, you complete 33, 32 and 32 tasks in towns 1, 2 and 3 respectively, and that is enough for this strategy. To complete these tasks, I recommend upgrading your managers to these levels for the different towns. So for town 1, the festival manager should be level 3, the shipyard manager level 2, and so on. And you should upgrade your managers to these levels immediately after you unlock the building. The other main thing you need to plan ahead for are these tasks that require you to upgrade buildings a certain number of times. For these tasks you need to upgrade buildings while the task is active, which means you have to plan ahead. If you know such a task is coming up soon, you probably shouldn't upgrade buildings before you get the task. In the spreadsheet I mentioned you can see all the tasks for the different towns, and you can also see my suggested building upgrade plans for each town. In these plans I lay out an order of when to upgrade each building to a given level, and they also show when you should wait until you get the upgrade task before you level. This isn't to say any other order is wrong. I do sometimes deviate a bit myself when I play, but these orders I know work well, and combined with the managers I suggested earlier, you can easily complete a town within a day and a half, or even in under a day if you collect often. So with the right manager levels and the right upgrade order for buildings, you can complete towns both quickly and efficiently, leaving you spare pots to spend after towns when any of the rewards interest you. Last year I was able to complete 16 towns using this strategy, picking up quite a few Celtic Forest selection kits and Sentinel outposts along the way. So good luck for the event, and if you have any questions I'll do my best to answer them in the comments.